morning and welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT. I'm Jamie Harim over there. It's Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Jelly Deals? Has anyone seen Western? You must have hell of a beating. You must Daddy Dyer. The Velodrome, the Limit Park. Can you hear me, Velodrome? You must have won a hell of a beating. The Queen's Vic, Ray Winston. Ray Winston. Winston. Ray. Winston. Ray Winston. You must have won hell of a beating. The Bow Bell. George James Coulson. James Coulson. Gavin and Stacey. You must have won hell of a beating. The Crate. Keep it quiet. Upton Park. West Ham won the World Cup. Jeff Hurst, you almost have won hell of a beat. The Burger Man outside Stratford Station. Hammerhead, do me a favour, Hammerhead. You almost have won hell of a beating. Declan Rice, the Mitchell brothers, they're getting it. Can't go, Coley, can you hear me? You almost have won hell of a beating. Barack Obama, Akamusi, you almost have won hell of a beating.
Things haven't got any better for West Ham tonight. They now sit 7 points of safety after losing at home to Nottingham Forest. They were at the London Stadium. It didn't feel like a home game. Most of the ground looked empty. What has gone on? Why are you not supporting your team on one of the biggest games of the season? Unbelievable stuff. Right, Nottingham Forest, they won the game. They weren't much better though, let's be honest. It wasn't a great game of football, but Sean Dyche doing Sean Dyche things. We're going to hear from Darren Fletcher as well, who's been speaking for the first time as Manchester United interim manager. Loads to get through though. West Ham fans, you're coming out of the ground, you've been to that game. That is a wounder. 03 717 22 3344. Whoa!
Irons! Mate, honestly.
Disaster.
That is an absolute disaster. They've got 1 foot in the Championship. They do.
That's a bad.
I can't. That was a game, right? That was as big a game. That's probably the biggest game they've had since the Europa Conference League final.
Yeah, I agree.
That game. That was enormous.
No, it was.
And they didn't turn up. I mean, and I'm talking about the fans as well, by the way. Look, I get it. They're broken. They're a broken fan base. They are broken. There is no soul at West Ham. It's completely gone. They don't want to be there. They've almost accepted.
No, but they've got to be there, though.
Jay, they've gone.
Got to be. I know. I get it.
Gone. The West Ham their heads have fallen off.
No, I get it. Right, it's expensive to go and watch football matches. It's cold. The fan base ain't there. You know, it's all toxic. I get it. But that game tonight is the game of the season. You lose that game, you have. I mean, when they scored, they went 1-0 up, you could hear a pin drop in the ground. It was like, what am I watching here? Am I watching paddle? Yeah, like, come on. Like, seriously.
No, you're right.
Like, and then we're looking around, I'm going, look how many empty seats there are. I can't believe this is the biggest game of the season for them.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. Look, I understand it. I get it. But I just thought they'd come out in their numbers tonight to try and support the team. Look.
They've gone, mate. The West Ham fans have gone.
Gone.
They have accepted their fate. They know they are getting relegated. And this was the game that
they weren't. Before tonight, they win that game, mate.
No, you're right.
They're a point behind.
No, you're 100% right. But before the game, they'd accepted their fate. They even if they've won tonight, there are West Ham fans listening to this that will even believe they would not have stayed up. That, to me now, they've got 1 foot in the Championship. That is terrible. We're just into January. And their fans have told us, they have spoken, by the amount of empty seats there were, their fans have spoken. And they've spoken with their backside by saying, we ain't putting our bums on here. We're staying at home, we're going down to the pub, or I'm going shopping and going out for a night. Whatever they're doing tonight, those West Ham fans have spoken, and this is a damning indictment on everything to do with West Ham United Football Club. This is on the owners. It's on everyone at the hierarchy. The appointment of Lopetegui. That's where it started for me. That this has now come home to roost. This is it. It's all been a trick. It's been trickling down. And tonight, this was the biggest game for my money since the Conference League final, the Europa Cup, which they won. This is the biggest game, and they decided to not turn up. That tells you all you need to know, in my opinion, about what West Ham fans feel about their club, about their hopes, about their general dreams about this football club, they are on their knees. They're on their knees, mate.
No, I felt for them a little bit tonight. I actually did, because they wasn't terrible, West Ham. All right, they could have gone 2-0 up. We'll talk about the offside
Millimetres, yeah. Well,
millimetres. They could have gone 2-0 up. I thought they'd done all right in the second half, and then the goalkeeper, comes out, no man's land, catches Morgan White, penalty.
It's a penalty.
It's a bad call.
All day long. Comes out, and it wasn't even a punch, Jay. It's a slap.
Yeah, I know.
He slapped Gibb White in the face. Come out with, yeah.
He got slapped.
He did get a slap in, mate. He did, but I don't actually know what to say to West Ham. I don't know what to say to their fans. I don't think there's any way that I can console them at all, because it does feel that tonight's result has condemned them to Championship.
Well, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. It's a long way to go.
And that's what I've said. There's one foot.
A decision's...
Or maybe four...
Does a decision need to be made on Nuno?
Maybe there's 4 toes in the Championship. Maybe I'm...
No, they've definitely got a foot in there, mate. They've got a whole leg in there. There's a leg in the Championship, mate. There's a proper chicken leg in there.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no toes.
Well, I think this probably...
7 points from safety.
Yeah.
And the fans ain't turning up to the game.
And the goal difference is terrible.
Yeah, miles.
So I don't see a way out for them, because...
Wait there, though, because we've got Sean Dyche, who is with Ian Abrahams.
Thank you very much, Sean, for your time. What a win.
Yeah, very pleased. Very, very awkward game for both sides and supporters and everyone alike. A lot of noise because it's on a Monday night, no other game, so a lot of noise surrounding it, a lot of build-up. And I thought overall we've edged it and handled that well, especially after going 1-0 down, and then to come back and win is very pleasing.
Over the course of a season, VAR decisions are going to go for you and they're going to go against you. Tonight, the 2 big decisions went for you. Whether they were right or wrong, does it feel like a bit of an evening up?
Well, I just hope over the season you get parity with other teams, other decisions, and during a game. I haven't looked back at them. They tell me they're both correct, but I haven't seen them, so I'll have to look. But we had one at Spurs that got turned around the other way. At Wolves, that got turned around the other way, which we all know the stats are very, very rare that happens, but it did. It got turned against us. As it happened, we still won that game. I'm a fan of VR, not for crowds, I understand that, but as a professional person, I'm a fan of VR because it's there to do exactly what it did tonight, providing the decisions are right. But as I said, I haven't seen them back.
The pure facts are you're 7 points clear now of the bottom 3. And while it isn't done, because we're only in January and there's still half a season to go, it's a lot for the others to do to catch you.
Well, look, I mean, we came in there, the point tally wasn't good. Obviously, we were 2 points in the relegation zone, and now we're 7 points out of it. And I said before this game, we had 4 points out. It doesn't sound a lot. People were making a big deal. We lost 4, and don't get me wrong, of course I didn't want that to happen. You play Man City and Villa in there, and I think they're all being lauded for the right reasons, them 2 of them sides, them 2 in particular, sorry. So I wasn't too disgruntled with that. A couple of the performances weren't right, of course. And you do need to win, of course, but coming out, I think there's 9 points in 8 games. Doesn't sound a lot. If you look at the form table, you see some pretty handy clubs, have been lauded this season, who are below us in that form table over them 9 games. So you've got to remember, my job is to take the noise away, look at the facts, look how we're working, look at the opportunities we take and didn't take, because a couple got away with us. So there's a couple of performances that weren't good enough in the last 4. And that's a different kind of performance. I know we can play better than that, but we've had to find a way to win, and we've done that, so I'm very pleased.
So finally from me, does tonight make up for the last 4? I mean, I've heard your interviews over the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks over Christmas, and you haven't had a great Christmas, let's be honest, you haven't had a great Christmas. But does tonight...
I did actually, right?
Did
really
you?
Good Christmas, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I still have a life, Believe it or not, I am a human being.
No, that is true, sorry. Football league, you didn't have a good Christmas. But does tonight make up for all that?
It's not about making up for anything. It's a work in progress. I didn't come in here as a walk in the park. I haven't changed my tune just because we've won. I haven't changed my tune about anything I've said. So we won 3-0 at Anfield. I wasn't shouting from the rooftops about it. I said, look, it's a step in the right direction. I still think there's more to come from the whole squad. There's a lot of players here who are learning about the Premier League. They don't know what it's like yet because they're learning, literally learning. And it's a different animal, the Premier League. I've known it, I've been in it a long time, and I'm trying to educate them as well as win games, as well as bring players through, as well as form a team that can play exciting football, and all the rest of it. I know all the pundits and everyone questions us on. We're all trying to do the right job, but the thing that I've never lost sight of, you've got to win games, and we've won a really important one tonight.